Be sure to check out RCT3, winner of the RCT3 Tosso Quiz of 2015 and enter the Toxic competition for 2016. Hello, welcome to episode 33 of Let's Bully Ultimate Theme Park 2016, and holy shit, I'm actually cranking out videos at a fair rate. Yeah, after some calamities with various sports things, I decided to take a week off, just because it's hot and I may still have a cold on my hands. But basically, what it means for you lucky people is you're getting more videos churned out. Well, this is the second one in, what, 3 days? I'm actually on a bit of a roll. So, I haven't actually titled this episode yet, so I don't know what it's going to be called. But what was I doing in this episode? Well, it was basically just supports. I mean, obviously in the last episode, so I was doing a few other things around the map, but that's because some of the supports relied on certain aspects of the scenery already being ready. So I had to do all the rock work around the tunnel so I could actually do the supports on top. But the rest of it is pretty straightforward. So, yeah. Now, you may be wondering why, again, I don't know if I mentioned this in the last episode, but why am I doing some supports in blue and others in yellow? Well, essentially, what I'm doing, oh, God, I just realised I missed a court-martial offence in this video. I forgot to do my little flanges. Well, that'll be the start of next episode. But what I was doing with it, essentially, I'm using the transition from thin supports to fat supports as basically an excuse to change the colour. But obviously, on the smaller supports, I don't really have the flexibility and space to do that transition, so they end up being blue. The big ones obviously end up being yellow, as you can see. So I had to do some extra terraforming because I realised there wasn't actually enough space to build supports underneath the track. Now, I admit, some of these supports are pretty thin, but that's because they're so low, I basically just built them straight into the concrete footers. Like that one there. Yeah, I just did that and left it as a thing. This one, some of these supports are really low. This is very much a terrain-hugging coaster. But because of the track pieces I've got on this CC, it very much favours that kind of build style. So that was all going well. And then just did a bounce of footers. I kind of did this in a few stints. I know I missed a bit with that footer on the A support, but whatever. So yeah, just working my way backwards, like, there's a bit of an odd order to do things in. But I was pretty determined in this episode that I would finish all the supports, because I was actually going at a pretty fair rate at the moment. So I reckon I was on track to finish all supports within a reasonable recording time. So I decided to go for that. And yeah, so here I was just doing more effects. These were surprisingly annoying, actually. And actually, my biggest problem actually with Moby's Steel Jungle, especially V2, is would it have killed you to have added some center and edge pieces for the horizontal flanges? Like, seriously. Ah, whatever. There's probably a set I already had downloaded with some add-ons to fix that. But whatever. Beggars can't be choosy. So here I was just doing more supports for this turn around the top. I'm not sure I'm going to hide the off-map site. I'm debating whether or not to show the trees off-map on this game or not. Because that may... I don't know how that will affect the recording time. Sorry, not recording time, the final video. I'll probably do some shots with... I'll probably have a look at it both without the map trees and with the trees once I get the test POVs working. I haven't actually done any tests yet because I listened to you guys in the comments and the consensus generally was build the park. Don't sacrifice anything. And that kind of rings true to my plans for the series in the first place, which was no compromises. So, this support was pretty fun to do. I was quite looking forward to doing this because I wanted to basically have it go through and almost take your head off through the A-frame. When I actually get around to doing a test POV, I may have to delete this crossbar. But hopefully I don't. I can just get away with a knife edge. And then it was doing more supports on this crazy large corkscrew piece. I love this CC, it's absolutely amazing. It's by far and away one of the best I've ever used. Because like, it's got the super smooth track pieces you get with the Europa Park add-ons, but in combination you actually get inversions this time, which is just like best of both worlds. So you can do stuff like this. I wish there was a B&M kind of equivalent for this, because that would just be amazing, and I would probably spam the hell out of it. Now this support actually ended up being interesting. I ended up being able to build 2 supports out of 1 footer, which was quite convenient. I don't recall where I actually started doing footers. I think it was at some point actually at the bottom of this drop. Yeah, it was. So yeah, this one I didn't get to do the on the A-frame on that support because I was going to hit the barrier otherwise. Now, what do I do here? Oh yeah, this supports the station. Now, you'll start to see what I was getting at with the station, because I'm actually quite excited for what I'm doing for it, because, like, it's going to be like an aircraft type hangar, and I'm debating as to whether or not I build a small runway or just make this whole place a bunch of hangars and stuff. And, no. Let me know what you want me to do in the comments, because this is going to be a kind of military type area. Because, like, in the real game around here, there's a military fort where you beat Kellogg, spoiler alerts. But, yeah. So, what's going on? Well, here I was just doing more supports and stuff. I was pretty much just going for the final charge to actually finish all the supports on this coaster. Because, like, I was thinking, well, we're still on good time, and I'm still going pretty fast, so might as well try and finish them all. Once I've done this round of footers. Yeah, these ones took a while. I had to go backwards quite a long way. I didn't realize how many supports I'd done until I actually got back eventually to where I'd started. Yeah, and then obviously I had to change colours of footers a few times over, just because some more supports, a lot of supports. So yeah, there's yellow and, oh no, I didn't do a blue one. So save the game again. I reckon actually, after I did the last game save, and as I mentioned, the test POV crashed on me. I checked the file size. I did mention this in the comments actually, but I might as well say here. I checked the file size, and turns out that when I saved the game, RCT3 must have written somewhere in the region of 5 megabytes of junk onto this game file. Because it was about 7 megabytes when I started. I saved it. It was clocking at 12.8. So I reckon we may still be able to get POVs out of this park, but touch and go. I don't know how it's going to affect, but I haven't done a test POV on a cleaned park because I realised all my test POVs have been done after I save. The problem is I keep doing spastic saving because I'm worried about breaking the game. So it's a bit of a catch-22 situation really. I'm kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. I could risk breaking the game, but actually what I might just do is just clean the game file at some point and then just do test POVs off camera. Because obviously I never show my test POVs on camera. Like, sorry, but that kind of defeats the point of the final montage. The POVs are supposed to be fresh. And this straight actually here, I was thinking actually putting it in a tunnel of sorts, but if I can get like a kind of corrugated iron thing going over the top, then I think that'd be quite cool. So I'll see what I can do with it. I may just have to go for another hangar or something. But actually, yeah, that's a good idea actually. I could send it underneath the queue line. Ooh, this could be good. Okay. So, yeah, I have an idea. I literally just occurred to me right now. So here I was just doing more support, the final bout supports where I did all the ones for the brake run. I did have a small debate as to whether or not I built a second one on the overbank, but I thought, yes, I can just move on along. So after doing those, on that weird tri-support thing, because I can actually get a vertical there. Now for some reason I decided not to do the final support to the brake run, but instead decided to do some work on my station area actually, just adding some more detail. I decided I'm going to make it a 6 wide hangar. So I'm going to be using SK HGR 70, no, Stuck 71's HGR 71 set predominantly for the outside shell. But, the inside is a bit of a crazy combination. And I'm actually picking up a tip I got from Wilhelm 407. Shout out to this guy by the way, because like he makes some coasters that are easily as good as mine, if not better. Like seriously, this guy is an absolute legend. So go check him out. But going back to this, so a trick he suggested actually if you're building station platforms, well this was mostly for a transfer track, but I thought actually this is a good idea I could use for this, is making a full square of, who is it? I can't remember the exact name, it's GRP, I think it's Gary Roach or something. GRP's catwalks, and then using that as a station platform. So I'll probably be using that technique in this station, but obviously I've got to make this custom structure off camera, so because I can't do it anywhere on here without deleting a whole bunch of things that basically just be taking up loads of time. So I'll probably make that custom structure off camera and then reintroduce it probably next episode actually, because I think most of the framework, certainly on one side of this park, is done. So I can add the platform in on top. So once this park, one side of the station is done, so I can add the platform in on top and then start building up things on top. Because like I'm really excited for the queue line I'm going to do for this. I'm actually going to have a fast track this time. So, watch out for that. But, yeah. So here I was unsure, I didn't want to have double catwalks the whole way round, so I decided to just basically cheat and slice off the end one. So yeah, then got this one going. and the stuff was looking good. I had to just delete a few things because then I decided to put in this. Did I put the steel I-beam underneath it? I may have actually forgotten to do that. So that'll be something to do. Next episode I'll probably be predominantly working on the station and maybe the surrounding area. Yeah, probably stationing Q-line, I imagine. Because the station is going to be quite a job to do. So yeah, I deleted all my framework because I decided I want to make this hangar basically 1 square wide and put the coaster tracks dead in the middle. So yeah, we started getting going on the verticals and the... How long does this take? Wow, this took... I suppose this felt like it took a lot longer in time-lapse, but I suppose it was a little thing bolted on to the end of this episode. So yeah, I was doing the same kind of framework pattern as before. I'm not sure if it's technically accurate, but it's good enough. I mean, I know there's going to be stuff wrong with this park in the final montage that my brain will be pissing me off about, but whatever. You guys want a good series, and you're clearly loving this from what reading the comments. It is heartwarming whenever I see this good stuff. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you all in the next episode whenever that happens to hit this glorious, glorious slice of internet. Seriously, I legit do not know when I'm going to be able to make another episode. I probably won't be able to make one on Thursday because I'm going to Oxford on Friday and Bath on Saturday just for universities and stuff. Sunday I'll be back to my usual regime, and after that I'm basically full week of school. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, goodbye for now. This series shall continue at some point in the near future. You there. Me? No, you. Follow me on Twitter.